you watch the video. All right, so for those of you at home maybe watching the video, I honestly don't hold my breath that you do watch the video when you're sick, but when you let me know that you did, it makes me real happy. So, we are doing 3 assignments today, but why? Because you don't need the lesson. I'm trying to be very cognizant of, like, this is not about me, and that's funny as I start my YouTube recording and, you know, break the fourth wall and say, hey, make sure you like and subscribe. No, I don't care about that. So, guys, this is not about me. This is about you learning. I've been doing the same thing year after year, and we'll keep doing the same thing. But these lessons are from Math 7. You've already learned most of this stuff, and if you haven't, that's probably because we come from like 3 or 4 or 5 different places, depending on if you were just in Worthington or at one of the private schools or whatever. So, on 714, as you're going through 45 and 48, you'll notice one of these questions is specifically about a histogram. If you need a refresher on what a histogram is, how it works, now's a perfect time to get that refresher. But I doubt all of us will need a refresher on that. So it would be silly for me to teach everyone about histograms again when some of us remember them and know them really well. Same story with box plots. Same story with stem and leaf. Well, let's assume you are going to struggle on something. First place to look is your math notes. Because I try to anticipate what you're going to struggle on, and I put it in the math notes. Next place to look is ask a partner, right? Because in this time that I give you during class to work on homework, it makes sense to work with a partner, unless you really don't want to, and that's up to you. And then you can obviously consult the internet if you want, or you could just come ask me, right? So if you're not near me, the internet might be better. But if you're near me, I'm probably better. Questions? The internet has a lot of wrong stuff. And although I am wrong sometimes, I am more often right. Well, because I'm right-handed.
You still have your wall drawing.
Everybody on the
My
internet.
wall.
Yeah, you have your wall
drawing. That
Yeah,
you
remember?
keep doing.
Yeah, during game lunch I asked you. It's there. Yeah, that one.
This?
No, Mr. Hudson, it's right there below terms question mark. Yeah.
Literally the wall. Yeah, I thought you meant a drawing on the wall, not a drawing of a wall. Alright, so you can dive in. You're not waiting for me. Skip the examples from class section, guys. Earlier, somebody was working on this for like 10 minutes, and I was like, we're not doing a lesson. So, like, guys, if you actually read my start slides, I put my plans, like, I try to type out also to keep me honest and, like, help me remember, because I bounce back and forth between my classes all day. So we're not doing a lesson. We're not doing examples from class. I will review whatever you guys ask me to review. If you need histogram review, happy to do that. Box plot. Using quartiles. Quartiles means fourths. Guys, box plot is the more fancy name for a box and whisker. Because no, like, you know, legitimate person giving a presentation about statistics is going to say box and whisker.
We're not in kindergarten.
And stem and leaf. Stem and leaf is a great strategy to also get your data in order, because you can set up your stem and leaf and then fill in your data and get it in order that way. But all right, dive in. Let's start practicing. Make sure you pay attention to the modifications. Don't do all 3. Don't do both. Don't do, like, cut some problems out. Yes. Make your life easier. How to start this? Well, okay, so I guess 2 last pieces of advice. First off, I would go through your homework with these modifications, and right now, make sure that you write down all of the changes beside those questions. So when you get there, you don't forget that we've cut some of these out. Now, if you've already done all parts of a problem, great. Like, that's awesome. Don't erase it. That'd be silly. I'm just trying to reduce it a little bit. But then, my advice for starting 714 on problem 46 is to please recognize there are 3 types of trees. So I would start by giving each of them an appropriate variable and making sure that I'm going to think about the 3 types of trees. And then we're going to set up expressions for the dwarf, the semi, and the full size. And one of them will probably just be equal to itself, which tends to be a trap door. Henry.
So do we cross out 746, 745, 748?
What do you mean, do you cross it out? Those are normal.
Oh, you mean the...
Those are do like normal. Yeah, those are normal. So the yellow and green here are what we've actually modified. Guys, the questions I left in blue should not be difficult problems for you. Like we're back in 7th grade math. And if it is, like, that's okay, but you need to get help. Right? Like, we should have some pretty good confidence in the problems that, well, really most of these. 45, I'll just anticipate the questions based off this morning. Remember last week, one way we did multiplication and then subtraction, and the other way, all we had to do was multiply? If you don't remember, go back and check your notes from last week. All right, just work. I would encourage you guys working together, but that's up to you.